All right, answers to the rest of test review for test 8. Part A is just drawing the slope field, so I think we're all right on that. We'll get into part B. We're going to write the equation of a tangent line, so that means I need the point and I need a slope. So my point's right here, so y minus my y value, x minus my x value. To get the slope, we plug into the derivative, so I need to plug in 1 and 1. So I plugged in 1 and 1. That gives me a slope of 1/2. So I plug in 1/2. So there's the first part. I got the equation for the tangent line. Second part is use the tangent line to estimate f of 1.2. So I plug in 1.2. So that gives me 0.2. 0.2 times 1/2 is 0.1. Add the 1 over. F of 1.2 is going to be approximately 1.1. All right, then we find the particular solution. So we are separating and integrating. So we need to divide by the y, and we have the 1/2. And I think we did this one in class. So I'm moving on from that one. 2 and 3 or 2, part A and B, some more slope fields. Moving on from that, we did 3 in class. I don't believe we did 4. On 4, we need to get y prime by itself to begin with. So we add the 3x squared y to the right. We divide by 1 plus x cubed, which gives me this. Then I need to move the y over, so that gives me 1 over y. Integrate, turns it into natural log. Over here, I need to do a u for the 1 plus x cubed. So u is 1 plus x cubed. The derivative of that is 3x squared, which works out nice because I have 3x squared right there. So I'm dealing with 1 over u. If I integrate 1 over u, that gives me the natural log. So I get the natural log of my u. Plug in 0 and negative 1. So I get natural log, natural log of 1 on the left. On the right, plug in 0. I also get the natural log of 1. And as we know, natural log of 1 is 0. So that means c is equal to 0. So I plug 0 in for c, which gives me this. Get rid of the natural log. So that means I e this side. The e and this natural log are going to cancel, which leaves me with the absolute value of 1 plus x cubed. Then I got to get rid of the absolute value of y. So I need the plus or the minus. In this case, since my y value is negative, that means my answer needs to be negative. All right, next one, separate. And we did this one in class as well. Next one, we did not do this one in class. So divide by the y gives me 1 over y. Leave the 1/3 over there. Integrate, natural log of y. Integrate 1/3 t. Plug in 0 and 2. Plug in 2 here. I get the natural log of 2. Plug in 0 there. I get c. So I plug in the natural log of 2 for c. And I noticed that I messed this up. It should be a plus right there. It looks like I got the answer right anyway, but it should be a plus right there. All right, get rid of the natural log. So we need to do e. So we have e of this. So the e in this natural log of 2 turns into the 2 there. I do the plus and the minus. We've got 0, 2. So that means I need the positive. Okay, so make sure you notice that. That should be a plus. All right, we did 7 in class for sure. We did 8 in class for sure. 9 we did in class. 10. I don't think we did 10, and it doesn't look like I finished it up. So this is Newton's law of cooling. So my constant temperature is 72 degrees. So that's why 72 is here. I separate and integrate natural log, absolute value of t minus 72 there, kt plus c over here on the right. It says 85 is my initial temperature, so I plug in 85. I plug in 0, gives me the natural log of 13. So c is the natural log of 13. I plug that in. My next point is 83 and 2. So I plug in 83. I plug in 2. So this gives me 11. This gives me 13. Natural log of 11 minus the natural log of 13 gives me the natural log of 11 over 13. I divide by the 2. That's where the 1/2 comes from. So I plug my k in here. My c is already there. I'm going to go ahead and solve for t. So I need to e. So this 13 comes to the front. All of this stays up there. I add the 72 over. And I need to do absolute value. Since I have to go from 72 to 85, that means this needs to be a plus. So there's my formula. My question wants to know, use it and solve, find out how long it takes to get to 75 degrees. I think we actually did this in class though. So I plug in 75 degrees, subtract 72 gives me 3, and divide by 13. Then to get rid of the e, I need to do the natural log, and then I need to divide by the 1/2 natural log of 11 over 13. And I'll check the other video and see if we got the answer to this. If not, I will post it. All right, and I know for sure we did 11. So that finishes up your test review for test 8.